Welcome back, lads and lassies, to another episode of Dr. Stone. That's right, we are live on Patreon right now, and on YouTube, you know, this is a few weeks late, but on Patreon, this should come out the weekend that episode 16 comes out. Hopefully, maybe Friday, most likely the weekend. But as of right now, this is Thursday right now, I'm watching Dr. Stone Total War. That's the episode of the title. I usually don't read the titles, but I am just like staring the Crunchyroll thing like right in the right there. Senku's looking at me. I feel like I should just watch it now. But last time, basically, it was kind of just like set up for this episode. Everyone's wearing the black drip, and the I was gonna say the stone village. I guess that's technically not correct. It's the village that can turn people into stone. They're coming to go beat up Senku and his like black brigade cloaked people, and they're hoping to get the Medusa out of the sky. It does not seem like it's gonna work because the main villain, I think he's onto them. He's pretty much onto them. Maz is also a gigantic obstacle. Like, even though he's like their best weapon, as soon as they get that Medusa out of the sky, Maz is gonna just kill everyone. So how are they gonna get out of this? I don't know. Is this gonna be a self-contained episode, or is this gonna lead on to the next one, and am I gonna have to wait a week? Most likely. But let's just get this thing started, shall we, lads? This is the thing, like, I don't see how they can be much of a threat. I mean, they don't think they all have, or like, you know, the people that can, this village, they think that everyone has Maz's strength, but like, it's only, what, half a dozen people? Kinro is serious. Oh, I guess we haven't brought Francois back. I realize, I don't think she's back. Yeah, don't underestimate him. He is pretty skilled. He may not be as strong as Maz, but he's still very skilled. Alright, what is it, a mirror? What a taunt! That's adorable. Should have had Kinro go after him though. It would have been a little bit more convincing.
Close your eyes, everyone. These fools are about to suffer the master's power.
That's too easy. I feel like Ibarra is gonna do something.
But these people are far from idiots. They'll no doubt try to stop me with some kind of sorcery.
I love it. Yeah, sorcery. He's still learning. I win, Al! It's my perfect victory!
Medusa is airborne, guys!
No, it's not. That's not actually the Medusa, is it?
We don't have a second to lose, so quit stalling and let's go!
Come on, Reese.
That's not the. It's alright. It's not it, huh? Ibarra probably replaced it, didn't he?
You're wearing an earring. Don't see that often.
He took it as a. Oh man.
That's quite an interesting accessory.
Oh, he had. Dang, I thought they took it from Kohaku. No, they just made another one.
I knew it.
Yes, Minister.
Could you spare a
Dang. Yeah, he was.
just between us?
The looks were too obvious.
Traitor.
What's. So they just crafted something, huh?
No way I'm calculating that trajectory off the top of my head.
What?
Cocky when your numbers aren't even solid. Minimize the
You're not being 100%. Oh, Senku. So she still had it on her.
Betrayed the master. We've strayed completely from our plan.
Yeah.
Nobody's hesitating.
But she still does have the Medusa, which is more than I thought that she had. So if she throws it,
And in science,
they might have a chance.
word is enough. Did everybody make it?
Yeah, this pinch is the perfect chance.
Oh my god.
Dandy handgun.
He's, like I said, he's the worst person.
Track to the top of the entire kingdom.
Okay, they didn't give it to him. Okay, gotcha. Good.
Have you guys seen Magma again? Because I'm not sure.
Oh no, Magma took it.
Kicked off. I don't think I saw either one.
And now they're gonna have.
Kind of hard to tell who's who when we're all wearing hoods.
And now the enemy is gonna have the gun.
Well, listen up then. I'm
gonna slaughter the biggest prey out here.
That's
Then
not
I'll
how.
rename
No.
I say to hell with those long, drawn-out.
I thought you had character development, buddy. Don't do this. You don't know how it works either. You haven't even shot it.
And if it turns out none of the passengers are invaders, so be it. I'll just engulf the whole island with a petrifying light.
You can do that?
What?
Ouch. Not your finest moment, Gin.
Why you gotta look so cool, though?
That's one, that's not how you hold it. Two, it doesn't have that much range. Ah, so Ibarra turned his dad to stone and his mom ran with Soyuz. Alright. Man, Ibarra's been in power for a long time. Soyuz was a baby.
Whereas we're the make a lot of noise and buy some time team.
I mean, Yo is the perfect Yo is the perfect person for making noise.
You don't need a better gun, you need
How did you not think of it, buddy? Oh, he makes it so easy. I wonder how Ibarra would think about Gen. He's using him as the oh, poor Gen. He deserves so much more.
I saw Gen using some kind of trickery to steal theirs, but what can we hope to do?
Oh, you don't need no trickery.
The direct approach works.
You're gonna set the whole place on fire? Dog, you're in a forest! Oh, you know, if Soyuz does see the master, he might be able to recognize if it's his actual dad or not. He's not gonna be in there though, is he? It's too easy.
Just behind these curtains is our man. Let's grab him and get back to the others.
Oh. Well, at least Yuzuri goes with them.
I'll have someone make a similar statue once this is over.
Oh, you have no idea.
The sculptor as soon as it's
You have no idea what Yuzuri's power is.
If only I got here sooner.
Ah, she's not doing it super quickly for plot reasons.
Degraded over time. We can't revive him.
Degraded over time. He's only been there for like 20 years. Ah, it's from the intro.
It took 20 years.
20 years.
Everything now.
And it's too degraded. Interesting. I love the imagery that this show has sometimes. Or actually, not sometimes, all the time though. All their imagery is great.
It's lights out for your leader guy.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna let that stupid psycho waste all our ammo.
That's the end of it, isn't it? Yep. Damn. Fun episode. Dang it. I wish I watched this episode and last episode together. Alright. So this episode has a little bit more to talk about. Some questions have been brought up. And also, before I forget, let me pull up the Patreon, because Anne Leafdoor, I believe it was. I'm like 99% sure it's Anne. Shoot, no, not messages. Comments. Where are the notifications on Patreon? Why do I not know how to navigate Patreon? Where was it? So yeah, on our early access Patreon, if your lads are interested, you can go check out early access, where you can have like 3 or 4 Dr. Stone videos ready and available. I had been asking why Ryusui's fingers were not blue anymore. I just want to get this out of the way, because I think I mentioned it in every episode leading up to it. So like, people in the comments, maybe on YouTube, I do read them. It's just I'm ahead, so I'm like reading them on Patreon because they're ahead as well. Yeah, Anne Leafdoor said that Ryusui's fingers were basically his cracks. His blue fingers were his cracks. They were there because he was snapping his fingers at the point of petrification. So, like, I understand. Like, I think I even said it like maybe the last episode. Like, were those his cracks? I still miss them though. I love the blue. I love the. It was so. It's just so him. The blue thing. Like, it was perfect. I wonder why they turned blue too though. Like, I wonder. Like, is there, like, was it like the pressure, like, of like having your fingers like this for the past what was it, 3,000 years, like that pressure turned them blue. Who knows? I'm sure there's a perfect scientific explanation towards this. I still do miss the blue fingers. Maybe that'll be the last time I mention it. But yeah, so this episode carried on directly from the last episode. Still have some thoughts on Maz. Like, what's her name? Gosh dang, why do I always forget? Kirisame. Like, Kirisame, she has the Medusa. And Maz is afraid of her because she has it. He does know how it works, right? She has to twirl it in the air and throw it. If he attacks her, like right then and there, all of the men that are supposed to be with him, they're on the ground, they're covering their eyes, they're not ready to defend her. He is like 5 feet away from her, way too far away or way too close. Sorry, my bad. Way too close for her to engage it without stoning herself. It is maybe he's not a gambling man. He's no Irwin Smith. Maybe he's not a gambling man, but it is a very good gamble that she will not activate that thing. Granted, maybe he's afraid like if he touches it, he'll be petrified too. It'd be pretty easy to knock her out. I mean, so he's supposed to be like she's not that easy to knock out. She fought Kohaku hand to hand, but he's supposed to be better than Kohaku. I feel like Maz has his chances to betray Kirisame, because he's like, I can't kill Ibarra unless Kirisame and the Medusa are out of the way. I feel like, earlier, like I feel like Ibarra kind of ruined that, because now Kirisame is watching out for Maz, because Ibarra planted the seeds of. Can he really be planting the seeds of doubt if it's the truth? But Ibarra just blew his cover. So Kirisame's got an eye out on Maz. But before, I feel like it would have been pretty easy for Maz to just... You're supposed to be allies. I don't know. I feel like we don't know too much of the relationship between Kirisame and Maz. Even if they don't 100% trust each other, have each other's backs. Still, like, not expecting the betrayal. So, like, a good bonk on the back of the head with his gigantic spear axe thing. I feel like could have gotten the job done. You got Kirisame out of the way. You could destroy the petrification beam, take over, or not destroy it, just take it. And then Ibarra's defenseless. I don't know. I feel like Maz's plan, I feel like I'm either overthinking it or there's something missing with why Maz needs the help of the science team. Probably just overthinking it. But it was almost a perfect plan. Of course, nothing ever goes Senku's way. That is incredible. I thought they took the earring from. I thought somehow they got the earring from Kohaku. They should have thought about that. They should have thought about trying to get it back. Dang. I do like Ibarra as a villain. He's very smart. It's also very different from previous antagonists. I guess just Tsukasa. Tsukasa was also incredibly smart, but he's more noble. Ibarra is smart, but he's much more dirty. He just wants to rule he just wants to rule with an iron fist. He's a tyrant. It's a good it's nice. I'm trying to like think of how to word it. It's a nice, like, not parallel, I guess, contrast to Tsukasa. It's like you don't want to have the same villain twice. So Ibarra is a nice, like, of course he's evil for greed and power, yada yada yada. But like compared to Tsukasa, it's nice that we just kind of get this refresher of like, all right, yeah. So it's not like this deep, complex villain that has like his own motivations in the sense of like, you know, Tsukasa was really based, in my opinion. He was thinking long term. If you brought everyone back, we would go back to the brink of war. There's just like he's just thinking like very long term. How would the world be affected if everyone was brought back? Also, like if everyone was brought back, not enough food, not enough water. Not everyone's cut out to survive in the stone world, because just because everyone's revived doesn't mean we're gonna go back to the 21st century. Whereas Ibarra is just like, hey man, I just want to rule this island. I want to eat babes. That's all I need. So it is a nice contrast. And also, I don't think we really need a super complex villain at this time, because the whole goal of right now is to expand through the world. So if we do have like that complex villain, that takes time away from that. Granted, Ibarra is taking up a lot of time. I'm surprised that we haven't really explored much. We're still on an island. I think we're still in Japan. And we're supposed to be in North America or South America. Shoot, I forgot which one. I think it was South America. The ship was taken. Ship was taken hostage. And I thought that Ibarra was going to make the ultimate flex and stone everyone on the ship. But I forgot he doesn't know how to depetrify people. So yeah, that wouldn't have been a smart move on his end. I forgot that Ibarra doesn't have the depetrification. He has the petrification stuff, but he has no idea that you could probably depetrify them. So he got everyone on the ship, which was a smart move because now he is free to basically bombard the island in however he wants without hurting his subjects. Subjects will probably be incredibly mad at him, but right now Ibarra has the excuse of, oh, like there's traders on the island, yada yada yada. I don't know if he's bluffing with we'll petrify the entire island, maybe petrify it in chunks. I don't know if he's bluffing in the sense of like we're gonna petrify the entire island in one go. If he can do that, man, that is the power move of all time. I don't know how high up you'd have to throw the Medusa. I don't really know how it works. I think it's like when you build up the velocity, you build up the kinetic energy, and you throw it up, then it does its thing. Because it's not on some kind of like throw it up bomb, you know, like you click a trigger and it's not on anything like that. It's basically just throw, time it, or spin, time, throw, and then boom. And it does seem to have a set explosion rate. So I think he's bluffing, unless there's a way that they can maybe shoot it out of the cannon. I don't know exactly how the Medusa works. If he's bluffing, it's a great bluff. If he's not bluffing, oh my god, Senku's screwed. But now that they're like on top of him, of course I think the smartest thing to have done was, surprisingly enough, not in the way that they did it, like Magma, god damn it, dude. I'm so frustrated with them, but also it kind of ended up working in their favor. Because now that everyone's on top of Ibarra, if they're able to incapacitate his guards, yes, Ibarra is a threat on his own, but if they're able to incapacitate the guards, or at least they're fighting Ibarra and they're fighting the guards, Kirisame, by no means will Ibarra sacrifice himself. I'm pretty sure he will not sacrifice himself in order to get Senku and all the traders. So they're probably safest doing what they're doing. Actually, you know, I guess Magma, in the end, I gotta give it to you. It was not your intention, but you saved at least that team. You saved half the team. Ugh, throat's been killing me recently. I hope I'm not getting sick. Let's see, what else did I put? Petrified Island, Magma. I guess we'll go on with that. Dang it! I am actually kind of surprised. Not surprised, but I'm pleased that we're getting more Magma stuff, because I've been saying it's not really a complaint. It's just because of Dr. Stone's gigantic cast, a lot of cast members get rotated in and out, and sometimes they just get shafted because there's just too many people. You have the main characters, and then you have 50 side characters. So it's nice to see Magma getting some limelight. And it is also kind of realistic in the sense that just because he had some character development doesn't mean he's going to be this pristine man. No, he still has his whole thing. Like, he wants to be respected as the chief. He wants to be respected as the strongest. And I actually kind of like that Magma's probably one of the only members that's 100% down with killing. It brings like a fresh dynamic to the group. Because everyone else is like, so like, oh no, we can't kill. We have to be optimistic about things. And then Magma's like, oh, I'm going to kill him and I'm going to get respect. GG's. It's just so frustrating. Like, Magma, listen again. Please. When he shot the gun, that thing didn't go anywhere. It didn't go. If he was aiming at Ibarra. It hit the boat like 10 feet away from them. Why did... Even if Gin was trying to calm him down, like, of course he's not gonna get him to stop. But at least Liz, like, I feel like Gin's thing would have been, I don't know, like, he did say, like, it's not gonna hit him. He should have said, like, it's not that range, or I guess, like, think of it like a spear. You give it, I don't know. So frustrating. Magma, damn it. But it is like the safest place for them to be next to Ibarra, because he is not gonna like Hirasame stone him. But it's also the most dangerous. Being on that ship is probably one of the most dangerous places to be, because if Ibarra somehow manages to weasel away, there is nowhere to run. And I don't think he cares all that much about the villagers. He probably has the well, it depends. Maybe he probably has like the hottest girls at the tree fort, but I guess he is evacuating the entire island. I don't know. If his if the women he's kidnapped are on that ship, maybe actually he won't try and petrify it. But if they're in a different location and he gets off of it, yeah, there's a very high chance he'll petrify it, because he does not really care about the villagers, he just cares about the women. So it's both the best place to be as long as Ibarra's there, and the worst place to be if he's not, because it'll just be really easy to petrify them all. And then the biggest thing, not the biggest thing, but big question. How is Soyuz's dad so decayed after 20 years? Like, did Ibarra do things to him? Because everyone else was petrified for thousands of years, and they're fine, for the most part. And we saw with Senku, he was weathered, beaten, thrown around. Is that Senku or Taiju? I think it was Senku. But like he'd been through some terrible weather conditions, and his statue was fine. But 20 years, I get 20 years with the musky smell of the musky scent of Ibarra. That puts a number on anyone, I guess. But I wonder if there's gonna be an explanation as to why. Like, did Ibarra test like some kind of corrosives on him, or anything like that? He's really smart, so I don't know if he's like dabbled in science or not. He could have maybe, but I'm not sure. So like, did Ibarra like do anything to the statue that's special, or did it just like 20 years of age? Maybe, okay, maybe this is maybe the petrification beam that Ibarra has is like, obviously it has to be different from the beam that that petrified the world. But maybe because it's so small, it's not as like, the petrification process isn't as refined. So like the statue's age, I'm saying like a lot, and I just realized it. Maybe the statues have aged more than how they should. So maybe the degradation process is sped up with this beam, and the preservation aspect of it is not as, I mean, it has healed people. The pieces have been broken off. There's like the stone marks, you know, those have been, the cracks have been healed, but maybe it's just not as good of a preservative in the long term. Not sure. I'm really interested in this Medusa thing. Like, where did they get it? That's the biggest question. Where did they get it? And like, who exactly is Minister Ibarra? I feel like he knows too much. I just feel he knows a lot. But I don't know. He's definitely a person born in this age, because there's no way he could have been depetrified. But he's also he's conniving. He's very clever. I just like, I don't know. I don't have too many theories on him, but I am interested in him. And then Maz, that was adorable. Like the Maz having Yuzuriha, Suika, and there was one other person. I think it was what's her name? Not Kirasame, Amaryllis, having those three go up the, like, you know, the chibi animation, like, they should have had Kino go up against him to make it more realistic, but he was busy with the other guy. And I also just pulling out all the tricks that Senku totally pulled again there with using the mirrors as light magic. He totally pulled again there. Yeah, I just love this show. It has so much fun with itself. Like, it's not super, like, it knows when to get serious. It knows when to get emotional. But then other parts, it just has so much fun with itself. It's it can be so goofy, but it's also just so intense. It's not intense, but it's so beautiful sometimes too. This show can do whatever it wants. Ah, man, I don't think there's anything else to do in this episode. It is funny how they're able to rebuild statues in seconds, mostly just like for convenience sake. Now this one, like, we need to build them so as quickly as possible. It's like, all right, we have to do this very carefully. We have to do it very slowly. What's his name? Soyuz is 100% now confirmed to be the son of the petrified chieftain. So it's been that's how we know it's been 20 years. So what's his name? Ibarra petrified the chieftain, ran out, or he's probably going to try and kill. Wait. All right. So you said that he saw this green. So he got the mom too, I think. So the mom could be in the water, maybe. Pretty sure he got the mom, yeah. Because Soyuz was saying, like, I saw a green light as a baby. So that's probably the petrification of his dad and mom. The mom pushed him out to sea on that little boat. He got to the main island, where, I guess, Japan Island or whatever. That's 20 years ago. I wonder what happened to that statue. Why is it so degraded? That's a good question. Yeah, but now the reason why they made Soyuz the son of the chief, because now he's the next in line. He's the heir to the throne. And I guess that's it for Soyuz. After this arc, I guess that's probably it for Soyuz. He's going to stay here, take responsibility for his people. I wonder if anyone would... No, they wouldn't recognize him. No, no one would recognize him. Because no one's like him. God damn, that baby memory. Jeez. I wish I had that memory. If I had that memory for math, oh my gosh. I would still forget so much of it, but please, I need to remember. I need to remember so much. I don't remember any more math anymore. It's all gone. Y equals mx plus b. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's not math. But it's, yeah, so next episode, we continue the war. And I guess we're just going to be on this island for the rest of the season. I guess next season's when we actually start to go into South America. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the pacing of the show right now. So I'm excited to see where we go to next. Will next episode be the revelation of the truth? Is someone else going to get petrified? How many more people can get petrified before this is all resolved? Only time will tell. So if you enjoyed this, I've been Josh. And subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you liked about the episode. Any theories that you have. Please do not spoil the manga. But yeah, let me know if you're an anime only. Let me know your theories down below. And I'll see you all next week for more Dr. Stone. Or on Patreon, where you can, if you're on YouTube, Patreon's like 3 or 4 episodes ahead right now. So, give me a little incentive. If not, it's fine. You can catch up on some other reactions that I've been doing. I've been doing Made in Abyss. I did Gurren Lagann, Darling in the Franxx, Kill la Kill. I've done a lot. My Hero Academia, did that as a group with some friends, along with the Owl House, Gravity Falls. Ton of anime stuff, ton of cartoons, some live action stuff too. So check it all out down in the playlist below, and I'll see you all in the next one, lads. Bye-bye.